All right, welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Today, we're tackling something that I know a lot of you are interested in, and that's automation. How to use it to really transform your business.
Yeah. Whether you've been at this for a while or you're just starting out, this is going to be good.
I mean, imagine waking up to sales rolling in without you even lifting a finger.
Right. That's the dream, right?
That's the dream. So let's dive in and figure out how to make it a reality.
Well, to get started, it's really about focusing on two main areas when it comes to automation.
Okay, I'm listening.
Automating your product delivery and then also your marketing.
All right, so let's break that down a bit. Why is automating the delivery of your product so important?
Well, if you're thinking about scaling your business and really having it run smoothly, you don't want to be bogged down with a bunch of manual tasks, right?
Right, makes sense.
It's kind of like trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Not going to work.
So for someone listening who's thinking, okay, I have a small business, how do I even start automating product delivery? What would you say?
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to creating a digital product that basically runs itself. So think about an online course where all of the modules are already pre-recorded, the quizzes are automated, certificates are sent out automatically, you set it up once, and then boom, it's working for you 24/7.
Makes sense.
Mm.
But how do you ensure that your product is so good that it doesn't require a ton of customer support on the back end?
I think one of the biggest mistakes I see people making is they don't think about their customers' questions in advance.
Ah, yeah.
So it's like building a car without an instruction manual.
Right.
You need to really anticipate what your customers might need help with and bake those answers right into your product.
Oh, I love that. Be proactive
You know,
instead of reactive.
Exactly.
And, speaking of being proactive, I was reading that an entrepreneur achieved a 60% customer return rate just by doing this well.
Wow, that's huge.
That's double the industry average.
Hmm.
So clearly this approach works. If you're listening and you're finding this helpful, make sure to hit that like button and share this with your fellow entrepreneurs because this is gold.
I agree. It's super valuable. And not only does it lead to happier customers, but it frees up so much of your time because you're not constantly putting out fires.
That's the dream.
Mm.
All right, so we tackled product delivery. Let's talk about marketing
Let's do it.
because I think a lot of people get really intimidated by paid advertising.
For sure.
But it doesn't have to be this big, scary monster, right?
No, not at all. I think there's this misconception that you need a massive budget to get started with ads.
Mm.
Successful entrepreneurs are running ads profitably for as little as $5 a day.
$5 a day, that's like less than my morning coffee.
Exactly.
So it really makes you realize that anyone can get started with ads, no matter what their budget is.
I think a lot of people don't realize that platforms like Facebook and Instagram, they actually want you to see results. Because if your ads are working, you'll keep spending money with them.
That's true.
So they've built in all these tools to help you target your ideal customer and actually track your results. So it's really about starting small, testing different approaches, and then gradually scaling up as you see that success.
Like building a muscle. You wouldn't go to the gym on the first day and try to lift 200 pounds.
Right. Exactly.
You got to start small and gradually increase the weight. This episode is just full of these little nuggets of wisdom. Make sure you share it with your friends.
Spread the love.
All right, so are you ready to dive into something even more cutting edge?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Because I have been hearing whispers about these faceless YouTube channels that are out there quietly making thousands of dollars a month.
It's true. And a lot of it is powered by AI.
Okay, now this is interesting.
They're using AI to create these really engaging scripts, to generate visuals, and even to clone voices.
Hold on. Clone voices. So you're telling me that AI can now sound like a real person. This is like, we're living in the future.
It's pretty amazing, and it's only going to get more advanced.
Okay, I need to hear more about this AI magic. How does it actually work?
All right, so imagine this. You have a simple idea for a video.
Yep.
You feed it to this AI tool, and boom, out pops a video, complete with a script, voiceover, music, subtitles, and even relevant stock footage.
Wow. So you're saying that you don't even need to be on camera or hire a video editor to create YouTube content?
Nope.
This is incredible.
And because it's all automated, you can put out really high-quality content consistently.
And that's key.
Which is really important when you're building a successful YouTube channel.
That is mind-blowing. So if someone is listening and they want to start exploring this whole YouTube automation thing, where would you recommend they start?
I always say focus on creating valuable content for a specific audience.
Okay.
Just like with any other type of business, it's kind of like building a tree. You need that strong trunk, your core product.
Okay.
And then you can start adding branches, your other offerings.
That's a great visual. And I think so many entrepreneurs get caught up in this shiny object syndrome where they're constantly chasing the next big thing instead of mastering the core product that they have.
That's a recipe for overwhelm and burnout. So focus on one thing, do it well, and then scale it up.
Lovely.
That's the path to sustainable success.
So true. This is all such great advice. I'm feeling inspired.
Yeah,
Before we move on, are there any other key takeaways you want to highlight?
absolutely. I think something that really stood out to me was the importance of building a really strong foundation for your business.
What do you mean by that?
It's about having systems in place that can support your growth and allow you to scale up without feeling constantly overwhelmed.
So it's like building a house, you need a solid foundation before you can start adding all those floors.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that foundation is made up of things like your product delivery system, your marketing automation, your customer relationship management. It's having all those pieces in place.
Gotcha. I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. It's not just about automating those individual tasks. It's about creating an overall system that works for you 24/7.
Exactly.
All right. I am ready to delve deeper into the world of automation. I'm feeling like I can conquer the world.
Let's do it.
But before we move on to the next part, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss out on the rest of this epic deep dive.
Yes, definitely do that. All right, so you're ready to keep this automation train rolling?
Let's do it.
So we've talked about automating your product and your marketing, but where things get really exciting is when you start automating tasks within your business.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. I'm always looking for ways to simplify things and free up my time.
Right, exactly.
So what kind of tasks are we talking about here?
Think about all those repetitive, time-consuming things that you do every single day in your business, like sending invoices,
Yeah.
responding to emails, scheduling your social media posts.
Oh, I feel personally attacked right now. I spend way too much time on stuff like that.
It's the worst, right? You're constantly going back and forth between spreadsheets and emails and social media platforms.
There has to be a better way.
There is, and that's where automation software comes in. Because you can actually set up systems to handle a lot of these tasks for you.
It sounds amazing.
So you can have an autoresponder that sends a welcome email to every new subscriber, or a system that automatically schedules your social media posts for the entire week.
No more late night social media scrambles. I'm in.
Exactly.
But wait, how does this automation magic even work? Does it require coding skills or something? Because if so, I'm out.
No, not at all. There are tons of user-friendly platforms out there that make this accessible to everyone,
Phew.
even if you consider yourself not very tech-savvy.
So even I could figure it out.
Yes. A lot of these platforms use these really simple drag-and-drop interfaces and pre-built templates. So it's basically like piecing together a puzzle.
Oh, that sounds a lot less intimidating than I thought it would be.
Mhm.
Are there any platforms that you would recommend checking out?
Yeah, there are a few popular ones that a lot of people like: Zapier, Integromat, IFTTT.
Oh, okay, I've heard of those.
And basically, they allow you to connect different apps and automate workflows between them.
So for example, I could connect my email marketing platform to my CRM, which is customer relationship management for those who aren't familiar,
Exactly.
and have new subscribers automatically added to my contact list.
Yes, exactly. And that's just scratching the surface. You can automate all sorts of tasks. You can back up your files, you can track your expenses, even order office supplies automatically.
It's like having a virtual assistant who works 24/7 and never takes a coffee break. This is amazing. But I have to ask, with all of this automation, are human employees becoming obsolete?
That's a great question, and the answer is not at all.
Good.
Because it's really about working smarter, not harder. So by automating those repetitive tasks, you're actually freeing up your time and energy
Right.
to focus on those things that really require human creativity, problem solving, and strategy.
Makes sense?
The things robots can't do.
So instead of being stuck in the weeds all day, you can actually take a step back and focus on the big picture.
Exactly. You can work on building relationships, developing new products, or even just coming up with creative marketing campaigns.
This is making me really excited about the possibilities. I'm starting to see how automation can really level up a business, but I'm guessing there's a bit of a learning curve involved, right? Where would you suggest people even begin with all of this?
Yeah, I would say start by identifying the tasks that are taking up the most of your time and energy,
Okay.
the ones that you dread doing.
Yeah, like those soul-sucking tasks.
Exactly. And then look for tools or platforms that can help you automate those specific processes.
So instead of trying to automate everything at once, start small.
Yeah.
Focus on those areas where automation is going to have the biggest impact.
Absolutely. It's all about finding those quick wins that free up your time and then allow you to focus on the things that really matter.
This is such great advice. I feel like I'm finally starting to wrap my head around this whole automation thing. And for those of you listening, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future deep dives like this one.
Yeah, we've got a lot more coming your way.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground in terms of automating different aspects of your business, but there's another piece of the puzzle that I think is really crucial for success, and that's mindset.
Oh, mindset is huge.
But how does that play into all of this?
Well, building a business, especially one that leverages automation, requires a certain level of resilience, adaptability, a willingness to experiment.
So it's not just about the tools and the technology, it's also about having the right attitude and approach.
Exactly. I think one of the biggest challenges that entrepreneurs face is the fear of failure.
Oh yeah, I know that fear well.
It's so easy to get caught up in self-doubt.
There's this little voice in your head that's constantly saying, who are you to try this? You're going to mess it up.
Right. But the truth is, failure is an inevitable part of the journey. Every successful business owner has faced setbacks, has learned from their mistakes.
So it's not about avoiding failure, it's about embracing it as a learning opportunity.
Exactly.
Hmm.
It's about shifting your perspective and viewing failure as a stepping stone to success.
That's a really powerful way to look at it. I think so many of us are conditioned to be afraid of failure, but in reality, it's often our greatest teacher.
Absolutely. And when it comes to automation, this growth mindset is essential because you're going to encounter challenges, you're going to make mistakes, but that's all part of the process.
It's like learning to ride a bike. You're going to fall a few times before you find your balance, but eventually you get there.
Exactly. And once you embrace that growth mindset, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
I'm already feeling so much more confident and empowered to tackle those challenges.
Yeah, I love that. And remember, you don't have to do this alone. There are tons of resources available to support you.
Yeah, that's true.
You've got online communities, mentorship programs, even just connecting with other business owners in your area can make a huge difference.
We're all in this together.
Yeah,
There's no shame in asking for help or seeking guidance.
I agree.
All right, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about another important aspect of building a successful automated business, and that's...
Okay, data analysis.
Now, full disclosure, this is a part that always kind of intimidates me a little bit.
Sure.
I'm more of a creative ideas person, not a number cruncher.
I hear you, but the good news is you don't have to be a data scientist to leverage the power of data.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
So for those of us who aren't data whizzes, how do we even begin to make sense of all this data and actually use it to our advantage?
I think the key is to focus on the metrics that are most relevant to your business goals.
All right, so what kind of metrics are we talking about here?
Well, it depends on your specific business, but some common ones include website traffic, conversion rates, customer lifetime value, return on investment.
Okay, those all sound important, but I'm still a little fuzzy on how to actually track all this data and then, more importantly, make sense of it.
Well, the good news is there are tons of tools and platforms available that make data analysis really easy and accessible, even for non-techies.
Oh, thank goodness. Can you share some examples of these data crunching superheroes?
Sure, Google Analytics is a great one. It's a free tool that tracks your website traffic and gives you really valuable insights into your audience's behavior. So you can see where your visitors are coming from, what pages they're viewing, how long they're staying on your site, and so much more.
So that's a lot of information.
Yeah.
What about tracking things like sales and marketing performance? What do you use for that?
There are platforms like HubSpot, Salesforce, MailChimp. They offer these really robust analytics, dashboards, and reporting features. So you can track your sales revenue, you can monitor your email open rates, you can analyze your social media engagement, and it's all in one central location.
It's like having a bird's eye view of your entire business all in one place.
Exactly. And the best part is most of these platforms offer customizable dashboards, so you can really focus on the metrics that are most important to you.
This is starting to make sense. I can see how data analysis can help you make smarter decisions and optimize your business for growth.
Exactly. It's like having this secret weapon that gives you a competitive edge.
I feel like a data ninja.
Okay.
So let's talk about another powerful tool that I know a lot of entrepreneurs are curious about, and that's outsourcing.
Outsourcing. Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, I've always been a bit hesitant to hand over control of my business to someone else.
I understand that hesitation. It's a big step. But outsourcing isn't about giving up control. It's about leveraging the skills and expertise of others to help you grow your business faster and more efficiently.
Okay, so it's about working smarter, not harder. I like that.
Hmm.
But how do you know what tasks to outsource? And how do you find the right people to do them?
That's a great question. Start by identifying the tasks that are essential to your business, but that you don't necessarily enjoy doing or that you're not particularly good at.
So those tasks that just drain my energy and make me want to pull my hair out.
Exactly. Think about things like bookkeeping, social media management, customer support, content creation. Those are all tasks that can be easily outsourced to experts who can probably handle them way more efficiently and effectively than you can.
I'm already feeling less stressed just thinking about that.
Right.
But where do you find these outsourcing superheroes? And how do you make sure they're reliable and trustworthy?
Well, there are a ton of online platforms that connect businesses with freelancers and virtual assistants.
Okay, like what?
Upwork, Fiverr, Guru.
Okay, so it's kind of like a dating app, but for businesses and freelancers.
Yeah, kind of.
I like it. So you can browse profiles, read reviews, and even interview potential candidates before making a decision.
Exactly. It gives you that control and helps you find the right fit.
Okay, that actually sounds a lot less scary than I thought it would be, but I'm still a little bit nervous about giving someone else access to my business.
Yeah, I understand. But remember, you're in control of this entire process. You decide what tasks to outsource, you choose the people you work with, and you set clear expectations and deadlines.
Right. I'm feeling much better about this.
Hmm.
So it's about finding that right balance between automation and outsourcing, leveraging both technology and human expertise to create a business that runs smoothly and allows you to really focus on your strengths.
That's it. And as your business grows, you can gradually outsource more and more tasks, which frees up even more of your time and energy to focus on the big picture.
Oh, I love that. This is so inspiring. I'm feeling lighter and more empowered just thinking about all the possibilities.
I love that. That's what we want to hear. And hey, if you're finding this deep dive valuable, don't forget to share it with your friends and colleagues.
Yes, spread the automation love.
Let's do it. All right, so are you ready to dive even deeper into the world of automation and discover even more strategies for success?
I am so ready. Let's keep this momentum going. We're back, and I'm ready to wrap up this automation adventure. My brain is buzzing with ideas.
Yeah, we've covered so much ground.
We talked about automating tasks in marketing, the power of mindset, data analysis, and even outsourcing.
Ooh, it's a lot.
It is. But before we officially sign off, are there any other automation gems that you want to share with our listeners?
I think one thing that often gets overlooked is the importance of building a strong brand.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But how does branding tie into automation?
Well, think about it. Automation helps you streamline your operations, frees up your time. But what are you going to do with all that extra time and energy?
Yeah, good point.
You're going to focus on building a brand that stands out, a brand that attracts your ideal customer.
Right. So it's not just about efficiency. It's about using automation to create a business that is both profitable, but also truly aligned with your values and your vision.
That's it. And a strong brand is essential for that. It's what makes people choose your product or service over the competition.
Yeah, even if your prices are a bit higher.
Exactly.
It's true. People are willing to pay more for brands that they trust and that they connect with.
Absolutely.
But how do you actually build a strong brand in today's super noisy digital world?
It starts with authenticity, telling your story in a way that resonates.
Okay, how do you do that?
Who are you? What do you stand for? What makes you different? Figure that out.
So it's about really identifying your unique selling proposition, your why,
Yes.
and then making sure you communicate that clearly and consistently across all of your channels.
Exactly. And automation can actually help you with that.
Oh, how so?
For example, you can use email marketing to share your brand story with new subscribers. You can create social media campaigns that highlight your values and your personality.
Or you use automation to really amplify that message and reach a wider audience.
Exactly.
Smart. All right, what else?
Well, another important aspect of building a successful automated business is to always be thinking ahead.
Okay.
The world of technology is constantly evolving. You have to be adaptable and willing to embrace new tools and strategies as they emerge.
So it's like a never-ending learning process, always seeking out new ways to improve and grow.
Absolutely. Make it a habit to stay informed about industry trends, attend conferences, read books, connect with other entrepreneurs who are pushing the boundaries.
Love that. Stay curious and embrace the ever-changing landscape of technology. Well, after diving deep into this topic with you, I am feeling so incredibly excited about the future of automation.
Ooh, me too. It's a really empowering time to be an entrepreneur. I think with the right tools and strategies, you can create a business that truly works for you, not the other way around.
This deep dive has been a true game changer.
Oh, good.
I'm walking away with so many actionable insights, and I feel so motivated.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Well, if you found this deep dive valuable, please do us a favor and share it. Share it with your friends, your colleagues, anyone you think might benefit from these insights.
Let's spread that automation love.
Exactly. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss out on future deep dives. We have so much more valuable content coming your way.
You do. Until next time, keep automating and keep innovating.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. We'll catch you on the next episode.